All right, moving into our pushing pattern. So we're gonna start with a push up, and we're gonna use a variety of ways to do it to make sure we're getting the right level of intensity or stress for you. So that's gonna be anywhere from on the ground or floor, which is gonna be your most challenging position, at least as far as what we're throwing out there, but bringing your hands up. So I'd rather you not go to a knees down push up. I wanna keep the body in a nice straight position and simply find different things that are a little bit higher to use. So if being on the floor was a little bit too much, then maybe I'm gonna go ahead and go with something like couch, a chair. You could go up to a countertop. Honestly, if you need to, you can start right against a wall to work on the push-ups. So the rules for a push-up are going to apply no matter what you're doing. The rules for a push are going to apply, whether it's a push-up, bench press, dumbbell press, or anything else you may find yourself doing later. Let's go through it. So when we talk about push-up, I start right at shoulder width and then go one hand width wider. So for me, I've not found the person yet who is an anatomical anomaly where that did not work out. So shoulder width, one hand width wider. We're going to turn so the crook of the elbow is pointing forward. So that may be a different amount of outward hand turn, but we want the crook of the elbow pointing forward. Now sometimes I'll use angles to think about things. So if I'm starting and both of my armpits are at 90, I'm going to come down to about a 45 degree, bend my elbows to 90, and there's your push-up. So that's another way you can get into it, being at about the same place. That 45 degree is important. As you go down, what we don't want to do is wing the elbows out, internally rotating the shoulder. We want to keep those elbows down at that 45 degree angle. So I'm going to go shoulder width, one hand width wider, crook of the elbow forward, and then I'm keeping my elbow here instead of out. So the tendency is to wing it way out here. What we want to do is keep it going about a 45 degree angle to the back. There's range of motion. Once your shoulder is down, even with your elbow, that's as far as you go. So we are not going to take you chest to the floor and then back up. For me, one of the big guidelines is I don't want the elbow going behind the shoulder. So that's going to dictate your range of motion. You're not going to gain much more, if anything, back here, and you're going to put a lot of stress into the front side of your shoulder. So quick review: shoulder width, one width of your hand wider, crook of the elbow forward as you come down, 45 degree angle at the armpits, and we're not letting the elbow get above the shoulder, driving right back out. If need be, couch, chair, countertop, or the wall.